welcome to ZFF Daily. I'm excited to welcome Rebecca to the studio today, and she's the director of the Swiss film Dying to Live. And it's a documentary about how people deal with death, with the focus on a protagonist who suffers from a brain tumor. Before she tells us more about it, let's take a look at a scene.
Ja, jetzt mit der neuen Lebenssituation plane ich natürlich ganz anders, oder? Der Spruch, ja, das mache ich dann irgendwann einmal, das gilt jetzt nicht mehr.
Also es ist ein riesiges Geschenk, das ich bekomme, dass ich nicht abstürze in eine Depression, sondern nein, jetzt erst recht. Die Zeit, die ich habe, die muss jetzt einfach nur noch toll sein und das ist ja so.
How was your premiere here at Zurich Film Festival?
The premiere was exciting. It was, first of all, awesome to stare at such a big screen. I was like, oh my God, this little movie on that screen is amazing, really.
And to show it in front of an audience that
isn't,
huge.
You
looking at critiquing it to see people enjoy it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Now tell me, how did you find your main character?
I was lucky enough to meet a great doctor, a palliative, how do you say, palliative medicine, who is specialized in palliative care, and I just wanted to. It was very important for me to have the first contact through a doctor,
right?
Because the patient and the doctor already have like a trust.
Yeah.
So that was very important for me, and so I met Dr. Andreas Weber, a very nice guy, and I told him what character I'm looking for. I was looking for someone who knows he will die sooner than maybe normal. What is normal? But who wants to live his life like to the fullest, till it's not possible anymore. And Dr. Weber totally understood what I was looking for, and he sent me, I think 1 month later, one name of Thomas Niesel, the protagonist, and he told me, look, I think he would be perfect. And so I met Thomas for a cup of coffee, and we just instantly connected.
Clicked.
Yeah, and it never stopped. I mean, yeah.
And there were some very intimate moments you filmed with him alone, with him and his family members. Yeah. How was that, filming those moments?
Well, funny was the scene where the mother shaves his head. He told me, I mean, I asked him, what are you going to do? I mean, how does that work to prepare for the operation? He said, you know, normally my mother shaves my head. And I was like, the filmer inside of me, like, oh my God, I mean, that's fantastic, but I didn't dare to ask. And then he proposed, like he said, you know, you could come. And I was like, okay, of course I would love to. But ask your mother first. And his mother was like, sure, totally come. And I was like, okay, sometimes the scene that you think are like, there would be a problem or an insult when you go there, it turned out it was not at all. They just, they enjoyed, they sort of also wanted to share, I think. That was beautiful.
And how did you decide that you wanted to tell this sort of story?
Well, my father got diagnosed with incurable cancer, and that was a total shock then, because he had never been sick, never in his life. And then that was terrible at the beginning, of course, to be confronted with that such news. And
it's just shocking. You don't believe it.
Yeah, and you just think like that happens to other people.
Not me.
Yeah, that was like. That's a silly thought that you have, but it's true, and you can't help him. That's crazy, but it taught me so much. Thankfulness, being thankful for all the good moments that you have, and being humble, because you cannot control anything basically.
No.
And yeah, and then I realized that my life, although death was suddenly always next to me, my life became richer and more intense, and it was like a total paradox. Like, what?
You were starting to live your life to the fullest as well.
Yeah, and we got together as family. We were so close suddenly, and I was just amazing, and life was intense with death in my life. So I thought, like, if I'm able to do a documentary or a film, because that's my medium, to tell people like what I experienced, that would be cool. Because it's such a taboo, and it shouldn't be, because it's the total opposite. Let death back to life.
Because so many people are going through it and they don't talk about it.
Yeah. Also.
And how is Tom now? Are you in touch with him?
Sure. Unfortunately he has to do another operation. I think it's actually today or tomorrow, his fourth operation, and well, I wish him best of luck, but you never know. And yeah, that's what happens now.
Has he seen the film?
Sure,
What
sure.
did you think?
Well, the crazy part was that he refused to watch it before we had like how do you say, internal premiere.
Yes.
We did in a small cinema. We did a premiere, and so he refused to watch the movie. And I told him, please, because till then I'm able to maybe change something.
Of course, he could give you notes.
Yeah,
you want him to
and
be
like
happy.
he totally refused, and I was like, okay.
That means he trusts you, though.
Yeah, of course, beautiful. But then I was so nervous.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
a lot of pressure on you.
Like, and also, how would the rest of the family would react? I mean, it's not
Because
only
they're in it
Thomas.
as well.
True, especially mother. And they all came out after the premiere, and the mother came to me and said, "Thomas is so beautiful in this movie." And I was like, "But he's always beautiful." She said, "No, but in the movie he is." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, that must have been so special.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
And how have you found the audience reacting? What is it that you're hoping they take away?
That I hope that they that the movie encourages them to think about their relationship with death, I think, and that they start to open up, and that they start to feel that it's nothing bad. I mean, it's just a fact. We have to die, everybody, and you never know when. It's not like, oh, today,
And who? No,
No.
I wouldn't want to know, would you?
No, never.
Yeah.
No. But it gives you some, I mean, the question, what would you do if you only had 1 year left? It's I think, a very, very good and simple controlling question.
But
Like, what are you
so much to
doing in
think
your life?
about.
Yeah, you're stressing around, meeting people, and think everything is so
We find
important.
we complain about everything.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
There's so much to be grateful
You lose so
for.
much time with
Yes.
complaining, and
Yes.
that's insane.
Well, I think the message is amazing. Do you have your next project in mind? Are you already thinking?
Yeah, well, I actually study fiction filmmaking, and I have to finish my studies with a short film fiction. So that would be like my really next. We're just planning, and we're soon gonna shoot at the end of October. Maybe I'm also working or thinking about a next documentary. Would be about an amazing female character in a film scenery, but I cannot tell more because it's still like
It's still
very
here.
open. Yeah, it's still here, and it's really totally at the beginning.
Well, we're excited to see what you do next.
Thank
and
you.
enjoy your time here at the Zurich Film Festival.
you.
And thank you for joining us here.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.
Watch more ZFF daily videos about the Zurich Film Festival and subscribe to our channel.